Wow.
Now, Frank Sturgis, E. Howard Hunt, and Raoul was up on the bridge shooting from the front. Okay? Raoul is the code name for the guy that was in charge to wipe out Kennedy. To wipe out King, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Right.
Okay, he didn't have to do it because they had everything in place. Raoul, did you see the movie White Man Can't Shoot?
Yeah.
The white boy, that was his daddy. Frank Sturgis is his daddy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Killed a federal judge to shut him up because he was about to release some information. Killed him, and he was so high on drugs. He told everybody, "You can't do nothing to me. I'm Raoul. I'm a CIA." So they called Washington, and they said, "Put him on the phone." So you keep your mouth shut. We'll be there and fix it. So they go into Dallas and said, "You really messed up, and the only way we can save your life, we got a friend down in San Antonio. We're gonna send you down there, and he's gonna fix it for you." He didn't know they was going to find him guilty and somebody was going to kill him in jail. Who was the federal judge? William Sessions. You remember him?
Yes.
Because what he did, he ends up become head of the FBI.
Right.
Okay? William Sessions. That's how it works. Now, let me just run this down briefly to you before our time is up, and then we'll do it again when I have more time to slow up. When General Petraeus was busted, right?
Right.
Do you know any thug general that would kill God? This ain't no ordinary person, huh? Do you know any? Have you ever seen a spy movie where it wasn't more trick women in it than spies? So why anybody getting upset because this punk dog had sex? Hold on, that was the cover up.
Right.
They was getting ready to overthrow this government. That's why the president was so out of it. That's when he found out about it. You see the black general that's over the African death that got busted?
Right.
He was the only Negro part of the overthrow. The naval guy, the admiral, they went out there and took him off the ship and arrested him. But they can't talk about it. Now, you know them two sisters out of them two white twin girls in Florida?
Yeah.
Now, they daddy is the #1 trainer of KGB super agents. Now, what are they doing having all them balls for military? And you know they bankrupt, right?
Right.
So how they holding $300,000 and $800,000 parties for the generals? Okay, this was an overthrow, and it was brilliant. They was going to kill Romney. See, when you black folk, I ain't talking to you, when y'all stop being emotional, huh? Didn't you realize they didn't use none of that trick stuff? They was sitting up to steal the election. Why? Because they got caught. Here's the game. They're going to kill Romney a week before the election, okay? And all the emotions would have been up. The Republicans would have came in by phone, and they would have picked General Petraeus, okay? And General Petraeus, as of 2 Fridays ago, he would have been president in waiting. You hear me? In waiting.
Wow.
That school thing would have came off anyway, okay? Now, when he become president, this is to take these guns away from these white boys. Huh? This is about. They can't overthrow it right until they get them guns out their hand, okay? And when they closed up all these military bases, remember, some of them bases been open for 150 years, and you didn't hear white folk complain because they said we're gonna bring NATO troops over here, so their economy stayed the same. No, they know. You ask what's wrong with. They treat black folk different because they know they can bring black soldiers out and send them to a black neighborhood, and most of them will kill black folk. White boys, they won't. So when they got to send the troops out, it won't be U.S. troops. It'll be what we thought was NATO troops to come out with them guns, but they're going to take them, and they really don't have to. They got a button they can push and stop your gun from shooting, okay? And when you think about that state there, Connecticut, do you realize up until 10 years ago, 96% of all guns and ammunition on this planet was made in that state? Only where we make atomic submarines is in Groton, Connecticut, okay? This is what this is about. There's two worlds, the one we live in. How can I respect you if I was a white boy that know you let your children go to war and kill people, but while they over there, a cop will blow your mama away and you come home for the funeral? I ain't got no respect for you. This is what this is about.
So basically, let me ask you this, Dick, because you're basically saying that this thing that went down with the school had to happen so they can take the guns away from these white boys.
That's about. That's what it's about. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I give you a gun, you ain't going to shoot nothing but each other. Huh? And the reason you shooting it because every night they spray the chemtrails, which is nothing but lead and manganese. And once you get enough manganese, you'll kill your mother. Then they want to tell me about black on black crime. Let me tell you something. When you was in China, who you think was killing Chinese while you was there?
Chinese people.
So who you think killed Italians in Italy last night? Italian. If 98% of all white folks that was murdered in America last year was murdered by white folks, if they ain't talking about white on white crime, sucker, why you talking about black on black crime? You kill where you live. Okay?
That's right. That's right.
I'm not going to get compassionate over you, so I got to give you these little charts. And let me tell you the next thing that's going to happen. You're going to see cops killed all over the country. You know why they can't use bombs? Huh? Because the NRA don't control that. I'm going to take your gun out the house. It has to be done with a gun, okay? And you're going to see cops wasted. The two, after this happened last week, the two cops in Topeka, Kansas. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw him get shot in the head.
Here's what happened. Wait a minute. Here's what happened. They got a call, suspicious car. They didn't say robbery in progress, gunshot. So they go to investigate a suspicious and get ambushed. Okay? Somebody walk in the police station with guns, and they'll shoot. But here's the difference. They haven't called this boy who they thought did it and still think. They ain't called him angry, huh? But you get a black brother who white folks like. That athlete in Kansas, they say killed his girlfriend. I ain't about to believe that. You know why? Because you don't go to killing your girlfriend and they never beat her up. When I had my people check the police blotter, 911, how many times he been arrested? None.
We just learned a lot. Love you, brother. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody, that was the Professor Dick Gregory. Up next, my man, Dr. Daniels, will be doing the last hour of the show. It's a Free Your Mind Friday right here on the Warren Ballantine Show.